I need your sweet inspiration.
Aroha Claire loves to hear her mum sing.
Just don't go my way. I can't remember.
Mum used to have a band. Hey, what was your band's name?
There was
The
her.
Mini Minstrel.
The Mini Minstrel.
But these days, Me Terina needs some help. She's living with mate wareware or dementia.
So you're her full-time carer, like around the clock?
Pretty much, Mum. We're both RA. You're a partnership with me, aren't you?
Today, they're both at the Wairoa Bowling Club.
I'm very lucky that I work at a place where I can take her to work 2 days a week.
Aroha is a kaimahi for Pūteke Teke, a brain activity program for kaumātua with mate wareware.
So it's good for her to be out so people can see that she's somewhere. She's in the community.
Hopefully everyone's had a great week this week.
It's kind of like cancer way back in the days when there was no cure and people didn't want to talk about cancer and just called it the C word. It's just a little bit the same with dementia mate wareware. Supporting whānau and Wairoa is so important. We want to keep you at home.
Tracy Lanigan set up the pilot program 4 years ago with local iwi health provider Kahununu Executive.
We're just saying to people, come and exercise your brain. Just get it going.
Breathe in. Breathe out.
Each week, kaumātua come together to exercise, sing and hang out with their mates.
The stigma, I think, will naturally start to decline as people realise actually it's not so much the dementia we're focusing on, it's actually being well and living as well as we possibly can.
It actually means the world to me. What does it mean for you, Mum, coming to a place with some other people you know?
It really is good to see them.
This program also offers a critical support system for carers.
Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm not okay. I'm still processing it into my brain. I hate that day will come that he's not gonna be remembering me.
Caroline Evans' husband, Dave, has just been diagnosed with Lewy body dementia.
But this program helps him a lot. He even requested, why they only running 2 days? I wanted 5 days. Huh? Because he is really excited. Thursday and Friday, he's really excited and looking forward to attend this program. So we're just grateful.
There's research out there that says if somebody with mate wareware attends an active brain program like we're providing, it can delay their move into an aged residential care facility by up to 18 months. So that means they can get to stay within their whānau, stay within their community.
Bess Speakman knows the challenges of caring for whānau.
My niece called in to see me one day and said that her koro was down at the marae and he didn't look good.
Bess's brother Ray was in distress.
My niece said, Auntie, you need to go and see him. And that was a shock. I don't know how long he'd been out there. He hadn't been eating. He hadn't been showering or taking care of himself because he was thin. I mean, this guy was 6'3" and so skinny. He wasn't even 50 kilos. So I just said to him, go and get your bag. I'm taking you home.
Ray was diagnosed with dementia and Bess became his full-time carer.
Getting him clean, getting him to the doctor.
Does it make you think about how easy it is for kaumātua to end up
to slip through
in
the
that
cracks?
situation?
Absolutely. Absolutely, it doesn't take long.
The Pūteke Teke program became an important part of his recovery.
I didn't even know that there was a dementia program in here. Yep, was that good? I ended up working for them.
But last year, her brother's health took a turn.
He had knock, and he really didn't recover from that. Then he went to rehab, and rehab sent him to a rest home in Havelock North.
So he couldn't come back home?
No, he wasn't mobile.
It's hard enough for whānau coping with dementia, but in Wairoa it's even harder because there are no care facilities here.
Getting into or out of Wairoa by land is impossible. The town's river broke its banks, engulfing homes and businesses.
In 2023, Cyclone Gabrielle devastated Wairoa, destroying homes, businesses and the only rest home for people living with dementia.
There's no acute care for our elderly. There's no dementia care for our elderly. We've got whānau that have had to leave, kaumātua kuia, that have had to leave Wairoa because there's no facility here for them to be cared for.
The closest facilities are almost 2 hours away.
Right now they're in either Gisborne or Napier.
Community leader Denise Eaglesome-Karekare and Mayor Craig Little are desperate for a solution.
We've got no dialysis, we've got no dentists, mental health is at an all-time low, and we've got no real elder care.
No, it's not fair.
Bess was travelling back and forth to Hastings, a 4-hour round trip, and Ray's health was rapidly deteriorating.
He'd slipped back too when I picked him up. Watching him slip back to being his shell, I think that was the hardest. He died at the rest home.
If Wairoa had a rest home, would he have been able to come back?
Yeah, absolutely.
The government's heard plenty now from everybody here in Wairoa. We've just got to make it happen because too many families are suffering.
Yeah.
The District Council is fighting hard to build a new rest home.
So we've got the land, we've got an NGO that wants to operate the facility for us. We just now need the government to help us come up with the capital. And we've been told that it's around 15 mil.
That's 15 million they need from central government, and they want to start building this year.
We're doing everything we can to help ourselves, but we do need the government to get on board and help us as well.
In the meantime, programs like Pūteke Teke will keep serving Wairoa.
We've got to be their guide. We've got to be sometimes their voice, and we've got to make sure that they're okay where they are.
And for the kaumātua here, it's been a long day.
Oh, sorry, Mum. Are you getting a bit of anxieties?
And Me Terina is worried it's been a long day for our cameraman too.
He's getting tired.
Oh.
Can't you see it? I can see, Mum.
I'm working him too hard, eh?
Do you think he needs a pay rise?
Yeah.
I'll ask my boss.
He's done a good job, hasn't he?
To help him push through, she offers up a waiata.
This song is for you. Ka waiata kia maria Hinei whakai ko te whaia o te ao o te ao.
Oh, Rawe.
Life's about people. They come in all shapes and sizes, all colours. They all have the same brain.
But as we age, some brains become vulnerable.
A lot of people are frightened when they hear the word dementia. There are many Māori walking around with mate wari but have not been diagnosed.
Talking about dementia or mate ware is never easy.
The key to lessening fear around this condition, around this disease, is knowing about it and learning about it. And that's what we aim to do in terms of visiting marae.
Dr Makarena Dudley and Sir Richard Faull are at Te Aoho Marae in Whanganui. They know connecting to Te Ao Māori is key to revolutionising dementia care.
From the far north down to Invercargill, we've covered in lots of areas.
One marae at a time.
A lot of whānau didn't know anything at all about it.
Sir Richard Faull, a world-renowned Māori neuroscientist and founder of the Centre for Brain Research at Auckland University.
tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I don't speak te reo, but, you know, I feel it may look white on the outside, actually brown on the inside. Ko te Aotearoa, te iwi. Ko Ngāti Wahiwi, te hapu. I feel more and more comfortable. I love it. I just love it. The brain's tapu. Tapu because it's who you are.
Today, Sir Richard's here teaching whānau all about the brain.
You know, when you fall in love with someone, you don't actually fall in love with their heart, you actually fall in love with their brain. One of the most important things is actually to keep your brain alive, keep it stimulated. Good brain health. If you've got diabetes, high blood pressure, smoke or whatever, then we know that all those things are bad for you. Bad for your heart and bad for your brain.
All the evidence shows us that mate wari can be prevented up to 40%. A lot of the healthy behaviours we already have in our traditional Māori way of being. When you're interacting with people, you're stimulating your brain. Whether you're saying karakia, whether you're doing waiata, you are using the brain cells that you've got there, right?
The Māori view a challenge to the conventional portrayal of mate wari.
We've spoken to a number of kaumātua who see mate wariwa as a taonga, that it's a place where our people are prior to crossing over to the next world. A lot of whānau who are living with mate wariwari will not sort of look at it this way, because the realities of living with mate wariwari, particularly in the moderate to later stages of the disease, can be pretty horrible. You don't have the brain cells telling the legs how to walk. You usually have double incontinence because that part of the body is not being told how to function properly. You have people with advanced mate wariwari who often suffer from malnutrition because they forget how to swallow.
This is something Laura Tupai knows all about. She cared for her nan in her final years of life.
It makes me feel privileged to have done that for her. But the sadness about it is that I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to cope with it.
Unfortunately, a lot of our whānau, particularly I've found those people living in more remote areas of the country, don't have that information or don't have any training, and they are struggling.
Inspired by her nan, Laura Tupai trained as a nurse, specialising in mate wariwari and whanganui.
I just want to give back to our whānau. It's like me doing my grandmother over again, but with knowledge. Having this wānanga here today, I've seen people that come in from the community that live with mate wariwari with their loved ones, but don't have as much information out there. It's not readily available until it's too late.
Mene mai. Te tiro mai, please. Oh, stunning.
Hopefully the whānau here have learnt some of the knowledge that we've brought down with us, and we can move forward in terms of battling this disease or this condition that is facing our Māori whānau.
I love coming on to marae, going to the community throughout Aotearoa, because I learn more than I could learn any other way, you know? This is not science in a test tube, this is science talking to people.